Jaguar training camp, week 2. The pads have come on. I know my guy likes that. Tyler Shatley here with us on 1010XL. Tyler, when the pads come on, the dynamic changes out here a little bit.
Yeah, you find it gets a little bit more physical, and it's not nothing crazy. I think we got a good team. We know how to practice. Guys are still using using your hands, move your feet. Honestly, it's kind of nice to have something on my shoulders, especially at 32. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you kind of pick it up a little bit. We get to run a few more plays that we haven't been able to really run, work on some run block and fits that we haven't really got to work on, at that speed and that level. So it's good.
You're the longest tenured Jaguar. I want to ask you about this team in a moment, but you've seen it all here, from Gus Bradley to Doug Marrone to Urban Meyer, now where we are with Doug Peterson. When you think back on what was, obviously, and what is now, I mean, what are your thoughts about where this organization has been and where they are currently?
Yeah, man, it's cool to see where we are now. Obviously being over there in the old facility and coming over here to this new beautiful facility, and then just kind of seeing the guys come through. It's been cool to be able to stay here and kind of watch it as we've progressed over the years. I feel like we're in a really good spot now.
Fans are obviously unbelievably excited with what you guys did last year. There's expectation. There's been years you were here where, quite frankly, there was not expectation. How does that change things for you guys as players?
Well, I'd like to say, it doesn't change anything. I mean, we're going to come out here. You can't tell me that the years that there wasn't, quote-unquote expectations, that we weren't working hard. We were working hard every year, but, we're just trying to keep it consistent, come out here and work hard. We know what we did last year, and we're trying to put in the same, maybe a little bit more work, trying to hone in on the details, dot all the I's, cross all the T's, and make sure that we can, kind of progress from there, from last year.
Tyler Shatley here with us on 1010XL. Interesting dynamic for you being on the left side. You're going to start with Walker Little. We'll see what ultimately happens with Cam Robinson when he comes back after week 4. Certainly Ben Barch is in the mix. He hasn't really started that competition with you yet. But as far as you personally, working with Walker, working with Cam, you're just trying to build chemistry with both guys right now?
Yeah, absolutely. Just trying to build chemistry. And, it helps, like I said, we've played last year. So we kind of got a good feel for each other. And, Phil's done a great job of kind of coaching us up, getting us in a groove of, we're kind of all on the same page. And really, I think it's a testament to our whole offensive line. I think you could plug anybody in and we would mesh pretty quickly. Like I said, Phil's done a great job in coaching us so that way we are able to do that.
What are the differences you see in Luke Fortner from 12 months ago to where he is now?
I thought he was playing great ball last year. I think he's progressed even more. Man, he to be a young guy, he really sees the field really well. I mean, he plays hard. He's strong, smart guy. So, just can't say enough good things about him. He's really progressing.
Let's talk about your quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, the weapons they have with Calvin Ridley, with Kirk, Zay Jones, ETN. You guys are the important guys. You might not get all the headlines. The offense is going to go as far as the offensive line will take them. But my gracious, on paper, this offense has a lot of skill position talent.
Absolutely, and that's, kind of lots of fire on our butts we got to, protect our best, block our best because, we got the guys that we can be special. And like you said, it all starts with us. So we're grinding right now so that way we can, help them do what they do.
As we begin to wrap up, Anton Harrison, what do you see out of the rookie? Do you like where he's at right now?
Yeah, love him as a rookie. All of our rookies are great. Anton's, super athletic. It's cool to watch him move around. I like to think that I might have moved around like that one time. I don't know about that, but man, he looks good. He moves real well. He studies hard. He's in his book. He's working. He's doing all the little things. So really excited to see, what kind of transpires for him. Excited to see his career because I think he's got a lot of talent. He could have a long career.
Guys like me, media guys, fans, we talk about veteran leadership, right? When you got a guy like you, a guy like Sheriff, the two vets, they're Cam to an extent. Yeah. When you're talking to Fortner, you're talking to Harrison, Cooper Hodges, all these young guys, what does veteran leadership mean? What does that mean to you?
I think to me is just encouraging those guys. It's so easy. I know for me especially when I was younger, you come in, your head's just spinning because you're trying to learn a new offense. You're trying to figure out, life away from where you've grown up. You finally, everything's different. So I think a lot of it, especially as the vets, is kind of pouring into those guys and just encouraging them, man. Like kind of showing them the way, doing what I know I need to do because I know that they're watching and they're kind of learning from that. And like I said, just speaking into them because, man, it's easy to just like put them down. Hey, you're like a rookie, but like, that's what I think is special about this group is I think the older guys take care of the younger guys, and that creates a tight room, and then that helps them to progress quickly.
Final question. Dabo Sweeney was out here today talking with Doug Peterson. I mean, you've had some pretty good coaches in your day. There's no doubt about that. Compare and contrast those two. So Dabo to Doug, what are similar differences?
Man, I'd say they're very similar, just a great energy. They're both great men, great leaders. Kind of like what I said earlier about they're true leaders and like they care about their team. They care about the guys. They're great role models for us. I don't know. I don't want to get too much into differences. I don't know. I'd have to sit down. It's a little hot out here right now, but like I said, both great guys. I'm just glad I've been able to play with both of them.
10 years in the league, still going strong. Tyler Shatley, appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate it, Ryan.